Hey y'all, I got a new package in from Greenstalk and I thought I would open it up with you guys and share a little bit of information about what I've got here. You guys know how much I love my green stalks. The two that I have here have potatoes and a couple of herbs and some bunching onions growing in them. But you can see what happens with larger plants. They just kind of fall over and want to do their own thing. I have got to say that Greenstalk has got to be one of the companies that really listens to their customers and they try to address the issues as they come up. What I have in this box is the new Greenstalk trellis. Now, I haven't opened it. All I've done is looked at this thing online, read about it, and I said, you know what, I'll try it. Because what most of us do is try to fashion some kind of way to trellis our plants, either with stakes that we place in front of the plants, or we go out and we buy some kind of simple trellis like the one I have here from Dollar Tree, just to support the plants and keep them from falling over. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I don't have any kind of partnership with Greenstalk. As a customer, I do have a code that I can share with friends for you to get $10 off your order. But the only thing I get from it is a referral bonus of what Greenstalk calls seeds, and that's their reward program. You guys are welcome to use my link. I will post it here for you. But let's take a look at this new trellis system that Greenstalk has. As always, Greenstalk always includes a little card from the people who packed your box, and it comes with a pack of free seeds and some stickers. Now, I don't really use the stickers very much, but they are cute, and I'm trying to figure out where I can use them because I do have quite a few of them collected. But let's see what my free seeds are this time. This time I have gourmet blend lettuce. I look forward to planting these. I do sometimes get some things that don't grow very well here in my environment, but I still try them anyway. And then I got 3 stickers. Let's get to the good stuff. This is the Greenstalk trellis, and it is supposed to fit inside the pocket and support the plants as they grow. They come in sets of 3. I did order 5 sets because I have so many plants growing here and I don't have near enough trellising stakes and Dollar Tree trellises to hold them up. But let's try this out and see how they support the potato plants. I'll give you a close-up look. So it's just very simple design. Let's put it in one of these sections here. This one seems to need a lot of help. I want to be a little bit careful because I am growing potatoes in here, and if they have started to form potatoes, I don't want to slice through one. Ideally, you would want to get these trellises in long before your plants reach this size. That's definitely better than what was happening there. I'll try and bring you guys in a little bit closer. So you can see from this angle, you can't really tell where that trellis is. Now we worked on the plant that's here, and I'll show you. There's the trellis. Now I didn't have a whole lot of faith that this was going to solve my problem. It's not going to do much for things like peas that need to vine, but I think this is going to be pretty good for these potatoes. I'm going to get a few more of these trellises put into the Greenstalk, and I'm going to take out my Dollar Tree trellis here and see if it makes a difference. I think this is going to work better than I thought it would. So I'm just going to slide, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm just going to slide this down the front edge of the pocket, try to keep it as straight as I can. And I think I might be hitting a potato. Oh. Because that's not wanting to go down. I'm trying to shimmy past it. All right. That's pretty nice, y'all. That is pretty nice. So I'm going to just work around a couple of these Greenstalk pockets and try to get some support going on here. I did order 5 sets, so I think I have enough to take care of a lot of what's going on here. And then I'll get to watering. My other Greenstalk has the Greenstalk supports on it, so I think I'm going to just focus all of these onto this Greenstalk. Lost a couple leaves. I think these are much better than I thought they would be. Well, that's not good. Lost a whole piece. Let me grab a pruner and trim that neater. Damaging your plants is why you want to make sure you have your trellising system in place before you plant or very soon after you plant. Because things like this, splitting, just makes your plant susceptible to all kinds of issues. We want to limit issues. But it's kind of inevitable that when you're doing this, you're going to damage something. So I'm going to just try to keep it to a minimum. Now, I'm going to have to either trim this plant or move this Greenstalk because my garage door is going to snap that off. This is going to allow so much more light to hit the herbs that are planted in here. And because I can't spin this thing, some of them are growing kind of wonky. Oh, wait, there's a stake in here somewhere, I think. Is it a stake or is that the stem? No, that's the stem. All right, let me try and squeeze this one down. Now, this one is really close to the edge, so I think I'm going to hit a potato. Y'all, this ain't bad. Now this one is a little bit long. I'm wondering if I can, have to figure out something for this one, because no matter what I do, this is just gonna do that because it's so much taller. I really should have a support. This is where the supports will come in handy, because a ring right along this level would hold this up. I guess I need to order some more supports. I don't know what I'm going to have to do about this. I may just have to cut it. Unless I can somehow, yeah, it's going to be too top heavy even if I tie it to the trellis. What if I can somehow get another trellis up here and send it up between it? Would that work? I don't know what to do about that. I'll just leave this one kind of hanging off to the side. Let's move around to the other side and see if there's anything we can clean up over there. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see what I see? Do you see it? We know we got potatoes forming. They're starting to flower. Now, what's funny is I've grown potatoes several times, and very rarely do I actually see them flower. So it's said in the gardening world that when you see the flowers, you know for a fact that you're producing potatoes. But what if you don't see flowers? Does that mean you're not producing potatoes? Absolutely not. I think some varieties just don't flower as much, or they flower at a time that you just miss it because you're not out there messing with your plants. But it doesn't mean that you aren't producing potatoes. So if you are growing potatoes and you don't see the flowers, don't get discouraged. Just keep taking care of them. Now, I think I just snapped a branch, and I don't know that I'll be able to get this trellis into this pocket because there are so many stems coming out of here. Let's try one of these lower ones. This one I'll come back in maybe with that Dollar Tree trellis and see if I can get it in there. It's just that some of these are so close to the edge and there's so many stems, I don't want to destroy my stems. I have another one here I think I can get. I'm going to try going for this one with the flowers. There's a bee in my hair. I feel him buzzing around up there. He needs to leave me alone. I'm going to try to get this one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in there. Got it. This is probably still going to flop over the edge. Let me see if I can put this branch down here. And then we got this one that's flopping over the edge too. I'll put a stake back in that one. I think this would work much better if I had gotten them in here long before potatoes started to form. But that stake will hold that up. I do think, for what it's worth, if you're growing something that's just kind of overtaking your green stalks and you need some support, the supports are worth the money. And I don't remember how much they're charging for them. I don't know if it's like $19 for 3 or $10 for 3. I don't remember. Don't quote me on any of that because I ordered these things on the sale, and I believe the sale is off now. But regardless, whatever that amount is, these are worth it if you're trying to grow something that's vining or extremely bushy in the case of these potatoes. Y'all, against my better judgment, I'm going to try to get a trellis in there. all of these vines down here. We've got one here. We've got two coming here. There's another one branching off of there. There's one here. There's one here. And then I've got some parsley growing on the other side here. I think you can see it. I don't know. Can you see that? That's parsley. And it's struggling to get some light. It's reaching because this potato is in the way. Now, the problem that I'm having is that I'm going to break vines trying to push this up. But I'm going to try. Have y'all ever broken all of your growth off of your potatoes? Does it kill the potatoes? Will they keep growing? Will it grow new leaves if they get trampled terribly? I know a little bit of damage to them doesn't hurt them, but if they lose a certain amount of leaves, will it hinder the plant? If you know, tell me, because if this happens to me, I'm going to be crying. I'm going to try it, though. I need it to go in there. I really need it to go in there. I am probably slicing through a potato right now. Y'all, I got it in there, but it had a lot of resistance. Like so much resistance that I don't think that was a good idea. We're going to find out. Soon enough, we'll find out. Now, I do need to get a stake for this other limb. So yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying to get these in. I think I have enough to do, excuse me, all of the pockets of potatoes. And I'm going to just put them in. But that's all I have for you guys today. Just me fumbling around with the Greenstalk. I'm going to go ahead and get some watering on these guys too. They were a little stressed out yesterday. So until next time, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. And I will see you soon.